Welcome to the project demonstration of Android Bluetooth mobile phone control agriculture robots. So in this project we have the features like controlling of grass cutting DC motor and water pumping DC motor, and along with robo controlling with forward direction, backward, left, right, along with the stop. So these commands will be sent from our Android mobile phone through the Bluetooth technology. So here the HC05 Bluetooth module will receive the commands from our phone, and that will be given to the microcontroller. The microcontroller will decode those commands and it will control the output modules like these two DC motors with the help of L293D motor driver, and these two DC motors which are attached to the robot movement, so through this L293D motor driver. So L293 motor driver is a main driver between the microcontroller and the DC motors, which is used to control the two DC motors from one L293D driver. So that DC motors can be controlled in bidirectional. So in these two can be controlled only on off purpose, but these two should be rotated in forward and backward directions to control this robots in 4 directions. So this robot's movement DC motors attached to this L293D motor driver, and this input will be given from the microcontroller from C0, C1, C2, C3, and these two DC motors attached to this L293D motor driver, and which was attached to the B0, B1 and B2, B3 pins of our microcontroller. And the main input module like HC05 Bluetooth module connected at C6, C7 of our microcontroller. And coming to this motherboard, so this is a 7805 regulator which will take this 12 volts input from this battery. And coming to this battery, so it is a 12 volt 1 amp, as this battery pack consists of 4 volt 1 amp batteries. Number of 3 are connected in series, so we will get 12 volt 1 amp. And one more sensor is there for obstacle sensor purpose. So here using IR sensor which will detect the obstacles whenever it's moving forward direction. If the obstacle is present, then automatically the robot movement will be stops. And coming to this motherboard, so here we are going to provide this battery here, and so B to the B, okay, and it's a rechargeable battery. In order to charge this battery, connect the B to the at this B section charger, and same transformer at this T section. So then you can connect the 230 volts input to this transformer input, right? So this is the charging connection. So once we connected the 230 volts plug input to this, so then the charger will be on, right? So now as indicated, so the battery is charging now. So it will take 8 hours minimum and 12 hours maximum to be fully charged. After the time completion, you can disconnect from here, and now you can connect this to the right. And in this, so we can see 1705 regulator as mentioned, by taking 12 volts input, it will provide the 5 volts output. And after this, the 5 volts will be given input to the L293 motor drivers as a main power source, as we can see the LED indication on this motherboard. L293 boards as well as on the motherboard is a power LED indication, and this one is a program LED indication. When it is battery fully charged sufficiently, then we can see that this light will be on and off 2 times, and this is the reset switch to restart the microcontroller. And this steel plated one is a crystal oscillator which will provide the 20 megahertz clock frequency to the motherboard. So as the main purpose of this clock frequency is, microcontroller is provided with some instructions, reading input and controlling outputs. And once one clock pulse is given as input to the system, it will execute the one instruction. Like that, we are going to provide the 20 mega pulses per second, so that the controller can execute 20 mega instructions per second. So now we can see the Bluetooth LED is blinking very fast. So for first setup in any phone on the Bluetooth, there is only initial setup from the settings, and then after search for the available devices. So once the HC05 Bluetooth module found, then pair to that HC05, right? Right, so we got the HC05. Now pair from here settings. Initially it will ask for the password. The password is 1234. After pair from the settings successfully, now go to the application HVS Technologies. Now here go to the options, just hold this and we'll get the options and connect to that HC05. Once pair from this application, we can see the Bluetooth light blinking slows down, right? And now we can control the robot. Forward movement, backward, stop, and the left side, and this is the right side. Right, you can control the grass cutting purpose. This is water spraying. Okay, and this is off for the grass cutting. So we can sense that it's on already. Off. So we can hear the sound. Okay, that's on already. Right, off. Okay, so in this manner we can control the robot in 4 directions along with grass cutter and water spraying motor. Done. So now we will demonstrate with the obstacle detection.